Welcome. Today I've got a lineup of 7 weird, interesting, and unsettling sites from around the web. This content includes flashing lights and visuals that may not be suitable for individuals prone to seizures. So if you're not a fan of flashing lights, you might want to skip this one. Let's dive into the first one on the list, which is staggeringbeauty.com. The whole deal is basically a single-page setup with this black, worm-like figure with 2 white eyes that track your cursor. It throws in a wobbly animation if you move your pointer. Now what's fun is when you start shaking your pointer around, next thing you know is violent flashing lights hit you, along with a bunch of lightning strike pictures all in a row. In a nutshell, this quirky site surprises you with unexpected flashing lights and a quick series of lightning strike images. There's not much to say about this one, it's just a quirky little site that I thought would fit well as a warm-up in this video. Next up is pointerpointer.com. It plays with the same cursor following idea but kicks it up a notch. When you land on the site, you'll get a friendly "please move your pointer" on a pitch black background. Follow the cue, and the text switches to "finding pointer. Please hold still." Suddenly, a picture pops up with some random person pointing exactly where your cursor is. Each time you move your pointer, the site dynamically loads a new picture of a person pointing at the cursor. In between, there are some hilarious, sometimes kind of creepy, and overall interesting images. Pointerpointer.com was created by German web developers known as Studio Moniker. The website was launched in 2012, and it quickly gained popularity for its quirky and interactive design. You might be wondering, how does it know where your cursor is? Imagine you have a picture on a web page, but there's a secret canvas lurking behind it. This canvas is like a hidden map, divided into different sections, each with its own set of pictures assigned to it in advance. So, when you move your mouse over the image, some clever JavaScript checks where your cursor is and figures out which section or block it's on. The cool part? Instead of using exact positions, it actually uses colors to identify these blocks. So just by hovering around, you're triggering this behind-the-scenes magic to fetch and display specific images related to the color-coded blocks. It's like a sneaky art gallery where your mouse is the guide. So the third one on our list is this one. Honestly, it's a complete mess. The page is like this crazy combo of random images and text, and every time you hit refresh, the site whips up a new version with different elements. Most of the images are just old GIFs from the internet's bygone era, animation tests, game content, anime, robots, and sometimes even NSFW stuff. I tried clicking around, but nothing seems to be clickable. Looks like more of an art project than anything else. So let's talk about superbad.com. It's a classic. It's created by graphic designer Ben Benjamin and been around since '97, back when this kind of design was unheard of. I mean, frames were considered cutting edge. Back then, lots of sites were just plain black text on a gray background with those classic blue hyperlinks. Now, fast forward to today. This website is like a complex web of different projects, each rocking its own unique style. Some are technical, others are colorful or a bit strange. Each project has clickable elements that'll take you to different pages within that project, or even to other projects, adding this cool visual depth and diversity. Some pages even tell a story, and you've got a total of 143 pages. There are pages that act like a central hub. Click anywhere, and you're off to explore different parts of these projects. The next one is the Texas Department of Criminal Justice website, where you can find a database of executed death row inmates in Texas from 1982 to November 2023. It includes their full names, ages, execution dates, races, and the counties they were in until their death. There are also 2 links, one for inmate information and the other for last statement. As the link titles suggest, the latter is their final message to the world, documented for everyone to see. Some express regret and seek forgiveness from the victim's friends and family, while others hold their ground and only said a single word, no. Delving into these last statements offers a stark glimpse into the minds of individuals who, without a doubt, committed heinous crimes. It's a reminder that these are individuals facing the end as a result of their actions. Some express remorse, struggling with the consequences of their horrendous deeds, while others maintain a defiant stance. Despite the sorrowful nature of their last statements, it's crucial to recognize that these individuals are, undoubtedly, criminals of the worst kind. their actions having caused immeasurable pain and suffering to innocent victims and their families. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, definitely check it out. Sixth on the list is Ted the Caver, which a blog about this freaky online story about this dude, Ted, who stumbles upon this mysterious cave and decides to explore it. As he goes deeper into the cave, things start getting super weird and creepy. The whole story is like a blog where Ted spills the beans about all the strange stuff happening to him. It's got this eerie vibe and keeps you on the edge of your seat as Ted faces all these bizarre and spooky things in the cave. People love it for its creepy storytelling and the way it messes with your head. It's considered as the oldest creepypasta, setting the stage for a bunch of spooky online stories. It kind of put creepy internet stories on the map, and there's even a movie called Living Dark: The Story of Ted the Caver from 2013 that sort of takes a loose swing at turning the story into a film. This site is like the granddaddy of internet horror. So, people often wonder if Ted the Caver is real, and here's the answer. Ted and his buddy Brad are real, and they did explore a legitimate cave called Interstate Cave in Utah, part of the Timpanogos Cave Network. Ted's still alive and well. But here's the twist. All the supernatural stuff in the story, like weird rocks and hallucinations, is just Ted spicing things up. So, the cave exploration was real. But the spooky elements? Total fiction for a wild story. If you haven't read this one, definitely give it a try. The final site on our list is planecrashinfo.com, kind of like the Texas death row site, but with a different twist. Instead of documenting the last words of criminals on death row, this one captures the final moments of pilots before their planes crash. The site has cockpit voice recordings, transcripts, and air traffic control tapes spanning accidents from 1962 to 2019. Some of those cockpit voice recordings are pretty chilling to hear. Most of the voice recording links lead to YouTube videos, and some even include animations illustrating how the crash unfolded. It's a serious topic, but if you're interested in this sort of thing, there's a lot to explore. If you decide to explore planecrashinfo.com, just approach it with mindfulness and respect for those individuals caught up in difficult moments. The content on the site can be weighty, offering a glimpse into the human side of aviation accidents. By presenting the moments leading up to these crashes, it sheds light on the challenges faced by pilots and air traffic controllers. It serves as a tool to help us understand the complexities surrounding these accidents and encourages efforts to improve aviation safety. However, be prepared for intense content if you choose to navigate through the site and acknowledge the seriousness of these events. Thanks for joining me on this tour of intriguing websites. We explored everything from interactive designs to deep storytelling and even some unsettling content. Remember to approach these sites with sensitivity, especially when dealing with heavy topics. If any caught your interest, check the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.